Right, welcome back to Lost and Livy. I'm at the end of the path that you would exit the Amundell and Calder Country Park from, and I'm about to head up the National Cycle Network Route 75 from here, which is just east of East Calder, west of Calderwood, to Balerno. Let's see how we do. This is an on-road section. It's a section which has not been declassified on the National Cycle Network, which quite surprises me. Well, almost all of NCN75 through West Lothian is off-road. The section I'm going to follow today is the on-road section. And quite frankly, it's not a section that I would normally ride. I would avoid it at all costs. Still waiting for the road here to be properly tarmacked. So while we're still on a relatively flat and certainly smooth new surface section of NCN75, I've already complained about these gates. I shall tell you that this ride is intended to be the final ride, although I suspect it may finish up as the penultimate ride in my series of routes into Edinburgh from Livingston. I'll likely not be doing too much talking because it's mostly uphill, this section, and it's almost entirely, in fact it is entirely on the roads shared space with motor vehicles. In fact, there's one section of this which cyclists locally used to call Suicide Alley. That maybe tells you something of it. I came along in my van just to record a video from the dash cam of the road about a month ago, and at least I noticed at least that that section of the road has actually been resurfaced. Along Dalmahoy Road, for the most part, has been resurfaced in a nice smooth road surface. But as you'll see, it's still, strictly speaking, single track, although it's probably closer to 3/4 track. Just wider than single track, but not quite double track. And the new smooth surface encourages motorists to drive ever faster. Hopefully when I get to Balerno, at the very top of the hill, I'll find out whether or not I can do the full ride. Right, we're just going to wait for the lights to change and to get a green man. Oh, we're going. We're going this one. I can't get all the way. I may be overdressed today as well. Don't even get a beep beep beep. I'm just sticking to the road and you'll see why. We're straight back off onto the road again. So this is a 40 mile an hour route. It's a bus route. Now, did I finish what I was saying earlier or not? If you've watched my videos for any length of time, you'll know I've got a tendency to start a sentence and then I get distracted by something. I finish the sentence in my mind, but I never speak it out loud. I'm sure if they were keeping to the 30 mile an hour limit, they'd have been able to keep to their side of the road, not have to cut the corner. And this is Newton Station. Oh, we'll go for a wee ride around the car park. It's usually a few minutes before any train arrives. I thought the car park might be busier. Here come the train. Hey, here's an interesting bit of infrastructure. This was put in at the time of COVID. Spaces for people. A painted bike line. And then they made it official with a wider path. So there's no way onto the footpath. There's no drop curb there. Aye, aye. Another painted bike lane. Someone's misread it as car park. Looks like it might be the local gala day. They've got the fairs all set up over there. It's not just a case of watching for oncoming cars and the lines that they're taking. There's the road surface as well. Cracks and holes in the road surface that could actually throw you off into the line of the cars, a little bit like the tram lines in Edinburgh. Especially when you're forced kind of into the middle of the road by all the parked vehicles on the left here. Oof. Oof. Slow it down. So we've got a junction up ahead. The main flow of traffic, I mean, this can be a really busy road at commuting times. This is sort of midday, early afternoon on a Saturday. But the main road turns left here down to the A71. The NCN75 goes round to the right. Then it goes sharply uphill, and then along the foot of, I think there are 3 quarries, 3 hills up here, in order. I think they go Kames Hill, Dalmahoy Hill, and then Ravelrig Hill, all of which have been used for quarrying. So I'm really not sure how much puffing and panting I can spare you from on this ride. Here we are, long Dalmahoy Road. Pretty stunning views from here, all the way across the Fife. Bridges over the Forth, over towards the Ochils. Car coming. Bit fast to go into the bend there. I can see the car coming behind me. He couldn't. And we go down a wee dip here, and then we climb up past what was once a quarry. I think it's now, it's called a waste transfer station, where all your recycling goes. And unless it's been resurfaced, which I very much doubt, the road surface is almost uncyclable. It's so rough. Oh, it's been resurfaced, you beauty. That is the best news on this road. That might make the difference between this being not recommended to actually it's not so bad after all. Aye, this road surface, this stretch here has been resurfaced here. That was so bad before. If you didn't have fillings, you'd have been going to your dentist to get them all fitted again. It was so bad. One of these surfaces, it's bouncing so much, you can't pedal. You can't put any power down through the peels. So from the point of view of cycling, that is brilliant. Got a right turn along here. And this is the other part of the road that has been resurfaced. This was pretty bad with potholes and broken trenches and what have you. The problem is that it gives car drivers, of which there is one behind me, the idea that it's faster than they think. Holding his distance. Same guy, obviously taking the wrong turning. This is a wee bit of a rat run in from the Calders into Heriot-Watt University out at Riccarton. Here's another one coming, and I'm not going to let him push past. That will slow here for him. So over there to the right, beyond the railway, is Ravel Rig Hill. And at the very top up there is Balerno. Balerno's up the hills beyond. But we've got to get up the hill to Balerno, up Ravel Rig Road, which is straight up the hill. No zigzags, no using contours, just straight up the contours. Well, my intention of coming are actually riding this road, which many years ago I decided I'm no longer using this road at all. To show just how bad it is. I might have to swallow my words. It's not too bad as long as you're okay with traffic up your backside and having to give way to traffic, motor traffic. Another car coming. He'll not see over the dip. He's going to pass me anyway. Not even going to slow down. And there's another one coming, and I'm turning right up here where the car's emerging. Car coming, one coming. Two cars coming. On you go, mate. Yeah, these houses at the top of the hill, that's the start of Balerno. We just got to go straight up the hill to these houses and then a wee bit further up the hill. And then you get onto the Water of Leith Walkway from Balerno into Edinburgh. Holding my position. Right, that's Gravel Rig Road, straight up the hill in front of me. Some guys over there in the field, in the long grass, mountain bikes. I'm not sure if there are actually trails over there. Looks like there might be. A few years ago, Sustrans, now the Walkwheel Cycle Trust, I think that's what they call themselves, supposedly reviewed the entirety of the national cycle network. of which they are the custodians. And applied to it their rationale that a piece of infrastructure is only suitable for classification under the national cycle routes as being a piece of infrastructure that you could allow a 12-year-old to cycle on unaided. And it declassified around 25% of the then network. And there are a lot of single track roads in Scotland, for instance, which are generally pretty quiet, very carefully and respectfully used, that were declassified. Something like the NCN78 up through from Campbelltown up north through Tarbert and that. It was declassified, didn't make much sense to me. And yet this road was kept. Now, I wouldn't have cycled along it as an adult before this road surface was changed. And the road has been surfaced. It's actually, as you've seen, it's a pretty good surface all the way, nice and smooth. But there's a lot of traffic on it. This is a quiet time of day. Most of that traffic's been respectful. There'll be one or two, and it only takes the one. Haven't bothered to slow down when they've passed me. Haven't given me the full 1.5 metres distance that they should do for a speed under 30 miles an hour, more if more. I certainly would not be allowing a 12-year-old on this, unaided. And yet this is still, as far as I'm aware, still part of National Cycle Network, Route 75. Anyway, I'm blethering on, just trying to do my best to put off cycling up that bloody hill. But I really can't put it off much longer. Get myself back onto the smooth surface. It's a busier road than I thought. One thing's for sure. Once I'm cycling up that hill, there is nowhere for me to pull in. There is no way I'm going to be pulling into the side of the road to let some impatient motorist drive past. Oh, here, no, that's a train. So let's see how we get on. Another 1-2 cars coming. Cyclists coming down the hill. I'm too old for this caper. No. I'm walking. I really did not expect as much traffic as this. See, you think that's the top. It's a false summit. Well, there you are. If I had the camera with me here, not left on the bike, gorgeous views. So if there's one consolation I can take from getting up this hill, it's when I first got an e-bike, my first e-bike, this was one of the routes I first tackled on it, and it couldn't make it up that hill either. Right, we've not got far to go now. There's more traffic coming. It's a nice cool breeze, but it's at my back, which in some ways is good. In others, it means I'm just not getting any cooling. And right now I'm pretty toasty. So there we go. Once we're up at the top of this hill, we'll get a T-junction, turn left down to the traffic lights, turn right there. Should take us into Balerno. Is the path open all the way down?
Yeah, there is still.
I'd heard there was a hole in the path. That's good, thanks. That's a useful bit of information. I'll pull in. I'm going to stop and have a wee chat and a biscuit. Don't want to knock the bike over. You stay where you are, bike. I'll sit here. Right. So this is us at the top of the Water of Leith Walkway. Maybe I will make that bit in from East Calder today's ride. And then I'll do another one when I continue my, what is it, cranberry and macadamia bar. I'll set that going in a wee minute. So, some folk coming up the road. The chocolate's melted. Yeah, we'll make that do for today. So I've demonstrated some aspects of that route that I didn't expect to demonstrate, and failed to demonstrate the aspects that I thought I was going to demonstrate. Hope it all makes sense, but I'm going to cut this section of the video here, and then that's been the penultimate of my Livingston to Edinburgh trips. I will continue this ride as a separate video in a few minutes, possibly into Kingsnow or Slateford, Kingsnow is where we join the Union Canal, which featured in a recent video that I put up. So thanks for riding with me, and join me again soon riding Lost in Livy.